Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we have a different topic because it's not just one topic, it's two. Right now we have a lot going on in the Atlantic. Therefore, there are multiple things to talk about while kind of remaining on the same subject of hurricanes. So, we have two topics for today. First of which is, can Hurricane Sam be our first Category 5 hurricane of the year? And second on that list of topics to cover is, what's next? We are going to have clearly a continuation of this very active time. So where are the next storms going to form? So with that being said, let's get right on into it. Starting off with Hurricane Sam. Major Hurricane Sam. Maximum sustained winds of 140 miles per hour, making it a Category 4 hurricane. Minimum central pressure of 943 millibars, so a very strong storm in terms of pressure. And it is moving west-northwest at 10 miles per hour. Now, our warnings and cone shows this storm is going to continue moving basically northwest and missing the Lesser Antilles, but that also means that we should start looking into any Bermuda impacts with this storm. Wind speed probabilities. This is the chance of tropical storm force winds. So, the northern Lesser Antilles should be expecting some tropical depression force winds, possibly the further northeast you are, some tropical storm force winds. And again, this is earliest arrival time, so Tuesday at 8 a.m. through Wednesday at 8 p.m. is the time frame where the storm is going to be passing by the Lesser Antilles. Therefore, that is when you have the chance of those tropical storm force winds, and the most likely time is from Tuesday at 8 p.m. to Thursday at 8 a.m. approximately. So that is basically your timeline for this. Tuesday 8 a.m. through Thursday 8 a.m. Just watching for those tropical storm force winds if they do occur in the Lesser Antilles. Now, here is the current storm information. And we're just going to look at intensity guidance today, where we do have a Category 4 hurricane. The National Hurricane Center is expecting some more gradual development over the next 12 hours, so it is taking these four models. But from there, the National Hurricane Center does expect there to be a gradual decline in intensification. Therefore, the rapid intensification of the storm is over, and it's going to start dropping in intensity, both in terms of millibars and in terms of wind speeds. But there are also some models that sustain this storm at Category 4 or have it going into a Category 5 storm. So it is possible. I know we have seen this storm rapidly intensify to a strength which we didn't think was going to happen in the first place, especially this quickly. There were chances of a Category 4 storm forming up, but definitely not this at the original time that this storm formed. We were talking about, this will probably be a Category 2, Category 3 storm. Never would have expected a Category 4, maybe even Category 5 hurricane with Sam. So, it is still possible, and we just have to be on the lookout for that. But, that is it for Sam, pretty much. Well, what is after Sam? So here's Sam, here is the remnants of Teresa, and you can see that Teresa does die off, gets integrated with a coastal system. Then we see another low pressure incorporated with a frontal system. I don't believe that'll form. If it does form, it'll probably stay a tropical depression. But really, the next place that we want to look at, even the National Hurricane Center knows, is either that frontal system or off the coast of Africa. So that frontal system right now has a 10 to 20% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours and 5 days respectively. But we do have another disturbance right here, boom and boom, two disturbances. Disturbance number 2, which is the one that has a more likely chance of forming, has a 60% chance of cyclone formation in 5 days, and 3 has a 20% chance. So, out of these two storms, this storm system is more likely to form, although the GFS does have both of them forming at this right around the same time, and actually having disturbance number 3, that one with 20% chance, forming up first, then disturbance number 2, and then both of them kind of peter out at the same time. Then the GFS does have a system coming out of the Caribbean through Cuba into the Bahamas, and then it does strengthen into possibly another tropical system right around Bermuda. So the activity is going to maintain itself. So we are kind of at just past peak intensity. It's looking like the Atlantic does not want to calm down even for a second. We do not have a chance to take a breath after Sam, Teresa. We are looking for the very end of the alphabet already. It just seems like a couple weeks ago we were talking about Ida, which we kind of were. So the fact is that we have seen extreme activity in the Atlantic, and it shows no signs of slowing. And it just is the matter of when will things start to cool down. And at this point, we are getting into October. I think by mid to late October, we should see things start to calm down. But between now and then, there are a lot of things that usually happen. In October, we usually see a Central American storm. We can see Gulf of Mexico storms. We can see East Coast storms, just like Teresa was, an East Coast-esque storm. But in October, we do start to see the main development region, which is between Africa and the Lesser Antilles, start to calm down a little bit. So these two storm systems here could be the last hurrah for the main development regions for 2021. And we do have to start shifting our eyes closer to North America. So that's just something that we have to look out for in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Just shifting our eyes that way, seeing the possibilities of more storm systems out this way. As that is what, on average, October storms, that's where they are. So that is an update on Sam, as well as what is after Sam. And that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell. But that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.